Hello and welcome to another episode of git-python live development. Something quite new to me, but kind of like it because that's forcing you to, I don't know, be more aware of what you're doing because you're constantly talking to yourself, kind of. So the next issue that we want to tackle is this one: 224 test index mutation compares fully dereferenced and non-dereferenced path. And what that means, I'll try to explain it to myself here just to be sure I don't get it wrong. What that means is that sometimes there could be symbolic links that point to some other path actually, and if we're comparing, if we resolve this symbolic link for one part and don't resolve it in the other part and then compare these paths, then obviously we get it all wrong. So in this case here, git-python says that, this absolute path here is actually not in the Git repository, and as we can see, this time it's not dereferenced, or the path on the right hand side basically is not dereferenced, whereas the path on the left side is. And this is a mismatch, even though it's still the same thing, but as there are different strings involved here, it doesn't work. So Jerry Coptic was suggesting to actually just make sure we use an absolute path here in the working tree here as well. And in that moment, probably we should assure that we use absolute or real path everywhere, because that should kind of normalize this so we don't have a mismatch here. And I totally agree. Let's have a look at this and see if we can get it to work. Shouldn't be too difficult because there are not too many spots here where this is happening. Repo fun and test repo, that should be the files that we're interested in. Alright, find git dir is one that is called here, and this git path or this git dir is stored then, and I believe that we want to be sure that whenever we assign git dir that it's the real path, and that should be easy enough. So it could be that we just hit a git directory and assign it here. Alright. And this one here, I could make this return the real path, but maybe just to keep it kind of looking equal here, I will just do the conversion here as well. This is the stuff I usually don't like, because I apply some logic here in two branches of the code, and it's easy to miss that next time. But this guy's just returning true or false, so I can't let him do the conversion. And even then, let's just say in my brain there's a little LED, a little yellow LED blinking now that says, possibly this goes wrong at some point. But also I don't know how to do it any better, because we have to add the real path code in two different spots no matter how we do it, So let's do it like this for now. And as we assign this here, here we want to have we want to be sure that we use the real path. So as this is all based on curl path, you can also write this, but git dir is now the real path, so the working tree dir will be based on the real path as well. So that is fixed. And here we use the git path, and then the working tree dir is based on that. So I think we should just use the real path here as well. Alright, so that's the one part. I believe now we will have, will we or will we not? Working tree dir, and then there's working dir. Okay, it's based on one of these two, so that's the real path as well. Yeah, I think we are good in that realm. And the actual issue arises when we do, or when we assign something to the index here. And maybe, just maybe, I should kind of try to reproduce this locally by having a temp directory which is actually pointing to something else. So let's do this. Do I have this set? I do. And it's just the same thing. So let's do this then. Let's have a local temp dir that points to this temp dir here I just created locally. So now we have this symbolic link, fine. And the next thing I do is to put the temp dir onto this one. I hope it doesn't fully expand it, but just use the full path. Let's just check it afterwards. All right. Ah, look at that. It's too smart, is it? It does indeed. It does indeed expand it, fully expand it. What? Why does it do that? It shouldn't do that. Really? I mean, apparently it does it like that. Let's use a full export for now. I mean, temp dir is already set, so maybe this didn't. Ah, true. Stupid me. Because this is expanded right away, right? And we override it, but the echo sees what the current value is. So we would have to kind of make sure it's not expanded right away. So I don't know if we can do it like this. No, we can't. Okay, forget this test, but I think it will work if we just do a nose test here on test index. Let's try that. Okay. That should do something. Yeah. It did do something, that's for sure. Private users, Byron dev, what? Yeah, I'm very happy that permission is denied. Let's just go in there. Yeah, so it's that one. And why is permission denied? Could not create leading directories of, blah, blah, blah. That's interesting.